The camera activated before the child moved. That was the first irregularity. At 3:17 a.m., the nursery monitor switched from standby to live feed without detecting sound, motion, or a change in light. The crib was still. The room was silent. For 12 seconds, nothing happened. Then the child sat up. The parents would later insist this wasn't unusual. Their son sleepwalked occasionally. Sometimes he sat up. Sometimes he stood quietly before lying back down. What made this different was how straight he stood. He didn't sway, didn't rub his eyes, didn't look around the room. He simply rose from the crib and stood beside it, arms at his sides, posture unnaturally balanced, like someone posing as a child. The camera's night vision adjusted, and that's when it became clear. The child wasn't looking at the camera. He was looking past it, directly toward the viewer, not the lens, the person watching the footage. At first, the parents thought it was a trick of perspective, but the gaze didn't drift, didn't blink, didn't follow sound. It stayed fixed, as if the child was aware of being watched later. The timestamp read 3:17:24. The child tilted his head slightly, not in curiosity, in recognition. The monitor audio remained flat, no breathing, no movement. But when the mother leaned closer to the screen, she swore she heard something, not from the speaker, from behind her. They rewound the footage, frame by frame. The child's face was calm, too calm. No sleepiness, no expression at all. Just awareness. At 3:18 a.m., the child opened his mouth. He did not speak, but the audio track recorded something, a whisper, not from the nursery, not from the house, from the recording itself. It said, "He sees you now." The parents shut off the monitor. They went into the nursery together. The crib was empty. The bed sheets were cold. Their son was standing in the corner, facing the wall. When they called his name, he turned, confused, crying, completely normal. He had no memory of leaving the crib, no memory of standing, no memory of the camera. They told themselves it was a glitch, a corrupted file. They unplugged the monitor and put it away. 2 nights later, the monitor turned on by itself. The feed showed the crib again, the child asleep, breathing, still. Then, slowly, another figure entered the frame. It was shaped like a child, same height, same outline, but it moved wrong. Its joints bent too smoothly. Its steps made no sound. It stood beside the crib and looked directly at the camera. The face was identical, except the eyes. They were too dark, too deep, like holes cut into the image. The figure leaned down toward the sleeping child and whispered. The audio captured it clearly. "You're in my bed." The parents woke to the sound of their son screaming. They ran to the nursery. The crib was occupied. Their son was shaking, pointing at the corner. He kept repeating the same sentence over and over. "That's not me." They reviewed the footage one last time. The second figure never appeared again, but something else did. At the end of the recording, the child stood up in the crib, looked past the camera, and smiled. The smile didn't belong to him. The family moved out within a week. They left the monitor behind. The device continued recording. New footage appeared nightly, always at 3:17 a.m., always the same child, standing, watching. The system eventually updated its label. The feed was no longer titled nursery, child. It was renamed automatically to nursery, occupant. No one knows where the original child went, but the camera still works, and the child is still there, looking at whoever presses play. End of record.